A man together with a woman pull the dress of the girl who is outside the elevator and laugh at the joke in bad taste. A boy who works in the building hears the screams and goes to find out what it is about, then see the girl in trouble. Immediately, he grabs an outfit and goes to the woman. He then asks if she's okay. The woman then responds desperately that she has a job interview and lost her dress. The boy then offers the clothes he had saved, so that the woman can go to the interview. She then thanks happily and goes to the interview. Arriving late for the interview, she asks the woman if she can take the test anyway. The woman then replies that she will lose points in the interview stage, but that she can take the test. The girl in the interview then begins to explain the selection process stage, and says that they have 10 minutes to assemble a cube. The man looks at the test and has difficulty doing it. The girl, late, starts to speed up her side in the test. And the woman on the side also starts to move forward. The guy who works in the building stays at a distance, just watching the candidates doing the interview. The man who is taking the test knocks over the girl's Legos to prevent her from succeeding in the test and says it was an accident. While the other candidate laughs at the situation. This same girl, seeing that she is not able to take the test, throws the Legos on top of the other candidate to disturb her opponent, and says that she also does not have the competence to take the test. The boy who works in the building arrives irritated and hits the table furiously, and says he has seen all the teasing of the two with the woman. He then continues to speak irritably, and tells them to be ashamed of themselves, and tells them to stop picking on the girl. The woman then mocks the boy, asks him to mind his own business, and go sweep somewhere. The man says that if he passes the interview, the first thing he's going to do is fire the guy. He answers the guy, who wouldn't even need to fire him, because he would never work for someone who treats people badly. The woman from the interview then arrives and says that everyone's time is up. Then she says that the two who teased the girl passed, but she, who failed to take the test, is disqualified. The girl then becomes sad, and the two celebrate. The interviewer says she's going to take a break, then returns to continue with the second phase. The two then begin to try to discourage the girl by saying rude words. The girl then, even disqualified, tries again to make the cube. The two then, seeing all that, arrive and disturb the girl again, and start mocking her. The hard-working boy comes again, and asks them to stop their mockery. The woman doesn't like him talking like that, and tells him to look for something to do. Already the man provokes him and calls the boy to fight. When he went to hit the man, the girl he was defending told him to stop, because it's not worth fighting over. She then gets up and thanks the help for defending her. The boy says he doesn't accept what they're doing to her. The girl smiles, and says she has a plan. The interviewer arrives with the second phase of the test, showing that it is about mathematics and logical reasoning. The man then becomes worried. The woman completes by saying that whoever passes this stage will earn a cash bonus. Then she tells everyone to pay attention and tells them to start the test. Each takes their respective tests, and they begin. The girl next door tries to see her answer, but she continues to do her test. The boy who works in the building arrives at the boss's office, wanting to talk to her. She then asks him to sit down and say what it is about. The girl is taking her test in peace. Soon the other candidate takes her test to get in the way again. The man, to get in the way too, tries to wet her test. But the boy arrives and prevents him from wetting her test. And he comments that all those attitudes of the two of them, it seems like children, and says that for a manager vacancy, they shouldn't act this way. The man, then, doesn't like that at all, and says that the boy is inconvenient, calling him starving, and tells him to look for something to clean. The woman on the side takes the water from the man's hand and wets the girl's test. She then asks not to do that. And the two begin to laugh at the girl's situation. The interviewer then arrives and says that time is up, asking each of them to hand in the test. When she goes to collect the proof of the girl who was harmed, she pulls a reserve proof, which she hid, because she knew that the two were going to try to cheat. The woman then says that she will tally everyone's score and come back later. The two are furious to see that they have been tricked. The boy then sits next to the girl and asks how she did it. She then replies that she already knew they were going to cheat, so she came up with that plan, and the boy, listening, congratulates the girl on the beautiful plan. The interviewer, after seeing the score of each one, says the score of both, and congratulates the girl who lost the first test, because she scored higher, and comments that everyone will make the next phase. She tells everyone that whoever wins will get a briefcase full of money. The man and woman get excited when they see the briefcase. When everyone goes to start the next phase, a thief arrives and announces a robbery, takes a briefcase and tells everyone to hand over money to him. The robber continues to ask for more money. The woman says that all the money she had was in the briefcase. The robber then threatens to take the boy who works in the building. The man, in a cowardly way, tells the robber that they have no money, but shows the thief that the shop owner is the girl from the interview. He says he doesn't want to know, because he just wants money. The girl goes under the table to try to escape the robbery. The girl tells the robber to have money, and says that she will give all her savings and asks the thief not to hurt anyone. He then questions her kindness as she doesn't know anyone there. She insists and says to change places with the boy. However, all that was nothing more than a test by the woman who is doing the interview, and she asks him to stop the staging. The two interviewees then wonder what all that happened. The interviewer laughs and says that all that acting was the third phase of the selection process. The man is outraged by the proof. She then says that she considers this test the most important, and names the third phase, the humanity test, to test everyone's goodness, as she values this more than intelligence. The lady then asks what all this means. The interviewer replies that it means she is her new manager. The man disputes her decision, but she comments that neither of them acted in good faith on any evidence. The girl says the interviewer's decision is unfair, and says that the reason for hiding was to take care of the management position, in case something happened to them. The woman says that at the company, she values love for others. The man says it was a waste of time to go on that interview. The woman then asks the two to leave, as the new manager is the girl with a good heart. The worker mocks the man, saying he has a vacancy to work with him in cleaning. The girl who got the job is very grateful for the opportunity and says they won't regret hiring her. The woman then welcomes her.